Hey guys, King Sway here, and welcome to Sway Games. We're picking up where we left off. Last time we defeated Pinwheel. I gave a little bit of lore about that for anybody that didn't know about it. We're going to continue on today. We've defeated the Asylum Demon, the Gargoyles, the Red Wyvern, Red Dragon, the Gatekeeper, whatever you want to call them. I initially got my ass whooped by the first, no, not the first Titanite Demon, the second Titanite Demon. I beat the first Titanite Demon. I beat the second Titanite Demon, but that was my first death. He pulled a move on me I didn't see. Well, yeah, in all my gameplays, I never saw him use that move before. He scooped me up and just started smashing me on the ground. I wasn't cool with that by any means. And then we defeated Pinwheel to get the Right of Kindling. Don't mind me when I do that. I just like to watch the bloodstains. I like to see how people died, like what were they doing. Sometimes when you watch them, especially in the forest, Arturus' forest, you see them and they will flip off the edge trying to dodge an attack, and just that's how they die. Or they'll roll and they get caught in a corner, and I'm assuming they get stabbed. And you got Framp snoring his fat snake self. I was going to say something else, but yeah. Repair my items. Repair my equipment. Because we're going. Got that item back here. See if I can get it. When I say see if I can get it, it's whether or not I have 99 of them. And I have 99 of them. So sometimes I forget that items, like it's things I don't really use. I haven't killed you yet? And I'll probably do that later. Yeah, I killed, what's his name? Beatrice. I killed him. Spoiler, for those of you that don't know, the lady that he is supposed to protect, he betrays her. He leaves her there to die, and then the other two dudes, they go hollow. And then if you get her out, she goes to the church, to the parish, where you fight that big giant Iron Knight. That's why when you beat him, he never returns back. And then if you leave Beatrice alive, he'll kill her. So yeah, after I found that out, that story arc, I've just been killing him first chance I get. After I get everything I can from him, I kill him. He is of no use. Also, she goes hollow anyway. But she goes hollow in the strangest place. She goes to Seat's castle, Seat's dungeon, the library. And that's where that's some kind of how she goes from the parish to Seat's place, and that's where she hollowed. That's where she's hollowed at. This is probably going to take a little bit. I'm trying to go back to the asylum. Oh, kids are here. Gotta hold my voiceover. We'll pick it up in a little bit. Alright. Got the kids settled. Okay. So, yeah. Flying off back to the asylum. Snuggly. Sure. I think I don't know if this is Snuggly the Crow. I think it is, but don't get me lying. I don't claim to be a purveyor of of knowledge in all things Dark Souls. I do enjoy the lore though. Get out of here. Yeah, you gotta die, bro. All your friends gotta die. Everybody's gotta die. Yeah. Now that they're all taken care of. Oh, that's a thing they tell you at the beginning of the game. Just go ahead. You got out. Great job. And you do not, since you have the key, you get back there. You don't want to go to the middle because it'll collapse. Apparently, it won't collapse for them, but as soon as you touch it, down the rabbit hole you go. Came here just to get the doll. The doll, oh, let's kill Oscar. He hit me. Take this, you cad, you cur. Your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. And you're gonna try and hit me with that again? Oh, no, no. Oh, no, oh, no, what? I doubt anybody will actually remember that old song. It's from the 90s. I think it's from the 90s, maybe early 2000s. Try to shoot me with an arrow. I don't think it's very funny, yo. Nope, nope, nope. It's okay. You miss. Now you pay for it with your life. I was about to say, yeah, it should be 2 here now. Because in the original, it was just the 1 guy. Now it's 2. And you get jabbed, stabbed. Oh, yep. I got the key. I got the key. Key to the kingdom. And all that for this. Well, I can't say all that, but, you know, you gotta go and get a key to come back. So, you gotta go get the doll. And the doll allows you to enter the portrait. Where's the portrait? The portrait shall come with an Orlando. I think I've only killed Priscilla like maybe once or twice. I don't really. I remember the first time I encountered her, I was low on Estus, and was like, nah, I ain't messing with her. I'm just gonna take this plunge. But then I was like, my second playthrough, I was like, yeah, you know, I think I can take you, and I took her to the prom. No, I killed her. I didn't take her to prom. One of Wynn's bastard children. He hates dragons, but he'll bone one. And I'm sitting there like, really, bro? Really? Hypocrisy much? Yeah. What the? And backstab number 2. Get out my face, you. You just gonna die. Just friggin' take, yeah. Bleed sparkles, and combust, burst, whatever. And that's the doll we're looking for. Crazy cats. Cats walking around in my recording room. They get mad if I don't let them around me. That's the guy we're about to kill. Yeah, boy. Yeah, buddy. So we got Asylum Demon number 1, Red Dragon, Pinwheel, Gargoyles. So he's about to be the 5th official boss. Oh, no. I keep forgetting the Taurus Demon. For whatever reason, I keep forgetting the Taurus Demon. So he's about to be the 6th boss. Because you got to kill the Taurus Demon to get to the Red Dragon to begin with. I guess Taurus Demon was just so easy. Yeah. See? It collapses. And you lose a bunch of health. And you shall not pass this. Try to hit me. Ah, screw you, you friggin' stray demon hippie. Try to fat drop on me. Nah, bruh. Nah, you can't fat drop on this. Fat drop. I know a lot of people had, like, lore-wise, he made sense. But the Pyro Demon didn't. Because it was a reskin of a reskin. So they called that lazy. I'm getting a little forward into it. But yeah, because you get the same boss 3 times. I think that's the only in this game. It's the only time it happens. Titanite slab, Titanite slab. I knew there was a reason we had to come and kill him. Or we didn't have to kill him, but yeah, that he was worth killing. So now that we have that, we can go about our merry way. Another call. Another attempt I will make at not making a Rona joke. I do see how that's impacted people, though. Like, yeah. Some people are essential workers, they still gotta work. Other people, they're going nuts with having to be in all the time. They're getting stir crazy. I can understand that. They're watching movies and stuff. I guess they don't game. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying you need to be a gamer, but gaming does help. A movie is like, what, 2 hours? Most? 3? Unless you got a series of movies. One game. Say this one, for instance. Several hours. I've actually got hundreds of hours. Well, I can't say hundreds, but 100 and some odd. I want to say 120 to 150 at least into just this character alone. So, just my personal opinion on that. And now we go back to the shrine, the Firelink Shrine. For whatever reason, when I'm doing that voice, I'm reminded of Pepe Le Pew. For those of you that don't know Pepe Le Pew, good. Just Dave Chappelle made a joke about him, and in hindsight, like, as I watched Pepe Le Pew as a kid, I was like, dude, this dude needs help. Like, he can't get a girl. He's just, yeah. But Dave Chappelle made a joke. What kind of effing rapist is this kind of dude? And I'm sitting there like, yeah, Pepe Le Pew was kind of rapey. I don't know. HBO is supposed to be doing some kind of resurgence of a revitalization. Front flip. Because I don't know why. I just like doing the front flips off the stuff sometimes. It makes me feel cool. And Frant snoring again. Because we rung one bell. We have to ring the second bell. Neighbors are loud as heck outside my apartment. I don't understand why people gotta be so loud. But yeah, the resurgence of the Looney Tunes. Yeah, they're coming back. I saw a commercial for their HBO Max or something like that. I don't know how well they'll be received. I mean, back in my day, they were pretty well known. I mean, even before then. But how many Looney Tunes cartoons have you seen? Even now, I guess maybe somebody was like, you know what? We ain't had Bugs Bunny messing stuff up in a while, and Daffy Duck complaining about things, and Porky being all cautious. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it worked for Beavis and Butthead for a little bit, didn't it? They came back, and it was pretty triumphant. Surgery. No, don't mind me. For those of you that are new, I just do random stuff sometimes. For those of you that aren't, you already know. Sometimes I just do random stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do the Onion Knight story. I feel sorry for him.
Oh, forgive me.
And I thought he was the same dude in 3 that you talked to fight Yorm, the giant, but his name, the guy I'm talking to now, is Siegfried. And the other guy is Sigmeyer or something like that. And I just assumed, I kind of like put the name out of my head and just look, oh hey, Onion Knight. It's the same guy. It's gotta be. One of the strategies to beating Yorm early, or at least getting what was it, the Storm Caller, Storm Chaser, Storm, whatever, the sword. Because Onion Knight number 2 has one. When you go to fight that demon in 3, one of the strategies is to just let the demon kill him. And then take the sword. I'm sitting, yeah. That sounds kind of Patches like to me. And we all know Patches ain't a likable MFer. Dude does some cringe stuff. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna strip this off your corpse. That's bleh. Or you can, because the second option is to get it from Yorm. Well, not from Yorm, but when you fight Yorm, you can get it from his crypt, his tomb, or whatever. It's actually not too far from him. It just takes a little while to charge up that storm attack. But 3, maybe 4, and Yorm's done. I tried to do it the more difficult way. I don't want to call it the traditional way. I was like, yeah, you know, I got this good sword, I got this good weapon. Maybe it'll make a difference and I can put a dent into him. Man, no. They pretty much make it stupid. They pretty much make it, when they look at you, it's like somebody's looking at you, dead at you, and going, stupid, if you don't use the Storm Chaser sword, you is gonna die. You is gonna die. Yeah, I think this is. We haven't been here yet. Yup, that confirms it. Because the seal is still up. The thing of Artorias, the seal of Artorias, open that up. This is where I come to grind and get souls to level up. I'm not going to show you guys that because that's, yeah, I'm just going back and forth on that one. And it took me a while to figure out that existed. I messed up one day as I was fighting one of the knights, the ghost knight. I guess dude got invaded or something. Because if he was at the bonfire, that would have reset all the enemies. This is generally where I invade people. I don't know why I like this setting. I will tell. I don't remember the guy's name, but when I first started playing again, the first time I ever used this character, I got invaded. Like I was maybe level 3 or 4. I got invaded by some dude that was way out of my league. And he gave me a fire axe or a chaos axe +5. That made the game so much easier. Just starting out, like I was smashing through a whole bunch of stuff. It was the regular axe that the pyromancer starts with, but he had the chaos flame with it, added improved and whatnot. And yeah, I could probably find it if I went on my Xbox Live. If I went through my conversations, I can tell you his name, but that's privacy violation as far as I'm concerned. So I won't tell you guys his name. You gonna die, Miss Postman? Next one is the cleric. Yeah, couldn't think of the word. And I play Dungeons and Dragons, so he usually dies in 4. It's the barbarian. It takes about 5 to 6, usually 5. Bleed out and die. Then you got 2 more. You got Ferris and that other knight. I'm not going to fight Sif. Not yet. I like to do the Manus thing before I go and fight Sif. For that that one scene when you go to fight and Sif sniffs you. And it's like, okay, I remember you. It's like, oh, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you either. But I need the ring, and I can't let you have the ring. So, despite the fact that we don't want to fight, we have to. Yeah. Oh, hey, I just noticed something. I am single-handedly using my sword. I next never do that. Oh, crap, he hit me for a lot. I usually, as I'm saying, usually two-hand my sword. Because you hit harder. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, Ferris. Yeah, take that. Ferris, gon' die. Wish I could make up a clever Ferris wheel joke, but just wait. Oh, Ferris wheel die. Yeah, Ferris. This is supposed to be like Ferris the Black Bow Archer or something like that. Something to that degree. Oh, somebody fighting. That's another thing I always liked about the series. You can see the phantoms come in and out. So I wonder how I come in and out to other people. Because that's always been intriguing to me. Reverse humanity and go hollow? Or, I said reverse humanity and go hollow. Reverse hollowing and be human? Yes. Yes. Fix my stuff, because that's just what I do. And now we're going to kill that stupid butterfly. I don't go in there because, for one, it's a trap. Two, I already have 99 of whatever's there. So, took me a while to figure that out. I just saw a tree and didn't think anything of it. Like, playing this game, you really just gotta get into everything. You gotta, you gotta explore all the nooks and crannies and whatnot. They're harder. Like, when you go back in time, you can see how much harder they are. And they're just the stone giants and whatnot. With those big, giant freaking hammers. And that thing. Screw that thing. A plant snake thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah. That thing got me the first time. Rolling, 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 running down the river. Is it a river? Technically. It's got some waterfalls in there. I have no idea what these little things are. But they're annoying to kill. Because when you kill them, they, for whatever, at least in my game, they phase into the ground. So you gotta hurry up and hope you can get whatever it is they offering, if they have any loot to get. Bird outside my window. Crazy bird. Splash, we gonna come and try to gang you, Posty. Yeah, I'm not the postman. You're Mr. Postman. And everybody's died. Not even dead, they just died. Get all the loot. Yeah, got 99 of it. I got 99 problems, but whatever that is, it ain't one. I hate that spell. Dispel the giant shoes. Like, yeah, now you can't run. You're at my mercy. I think you can get it. I don't know all the spells in this game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say I do. But I've encountered a lot of spells. Especially when you do PvP. Wrath of the Gods. I freaking hate it. I've seen dudes just spam that because when they're losing, I'll try and use that to push you off a cliff or whatever. And it's another one. This dude transforms into a dragon and just uses dragon breath to stun lock you. I can't remember his name to save my life, but he stun locks you and just pushes you off a cliff because he doesn't have any other way of beating you. He had no other way of beating me. Mr. Cats. Well, actually, Miss Cats, but yeah, I have a cat named Cow. I'm not the one that named her. My stepdaughter was. And I thought Cal was a boy until Cal got pregnant. Cal recently had kittens. So yeah, I have a cat named Cal. And Cal doesn't ever leave me alone. Okay. Now that we took care of all those little, well, not even little, yeah, little annoyances. I just wanted to kill him and get the wolf ring. Now that we took care of those, oh yeah, you did. I forgot. Going ahead and kill the butterfly. Summon the witch Beatrice. Not that I need to, but fighting the butterfly is not difficult, just annoying if you're melee like I am. Because the butterfly just flies around, and then when it gets tired to regenerate or whatever or recharge or whatever it does, freaking thing hit me. That's when it comes down like, all right, I guess I'll let you hit me since you have no other way of hitting me. I guess. Summoning the witch Beatrice because she has a buttload of distance attacks, long range attacks that I don't. I keep a crossbow. And that's what I keep, but that or the bow and arrow. Forgot to switch out from the divine longsword because I don't like the divine longsword. It doesn't do as much. Just decide which one I want between these two. Yeah, I'll go for that one. But like I was literally just saying 2 seconds ago, I usually use the crossbow. Slayer Gaming, because I use the crossbow in PvP, and Slayer Gaming was like, "Oh, that stuff never works. You'll miss. Like you'll never hit anybody." He was sitting right next to me, and he started as he watched me kill people with that crossbow. So he shut up about crossbows don't work in PvP because it worked on him too when we fought a couple times. I like 3 in that regard. I'll say I like 3 better because you can specifically look for somebody to fight. Like there's keywords, the password that you use to specifically link up with somebody, as opposed to this one where it's all random. It's if you guys are around the same level and in the same area. Because Slayer Gaming and myself, we fought before a couple times. If you watched my our D&D game, Fanfiction Gaming, when we play D&D, we talk about it, and it's 5-3 me. Well, it was 5-3 me. Now it's like 30-25 me. And we don't fight on this anymore. We fight on Dark Souls 3 a lot. And I use a Lothric Knight sword. I have this thing of speed. He uses a lot of great weapons, which leaves him open. I have a maxed out dexterity on my Lothric Knight. I called him my Lothric Knight on my character in Dark Souls 3. And I also use pyromancies a lot. And I got witch rings that increase my pyromancies. And I have a ring that the more you hit someone in succession, the harder you hit them. So, me hitting you 3 times before you can smash out that one time, and I've gotten you for a decent chunk. So now what he does to beat me is He does a speed thing too. The weapons that the Watchers. I think I can't remember. It's a boss you need to fight. The Watchdogs of Farron. Yeah, what they do. Their weapons, the long sword and the dagger. I said the long sword, the great sword and the dagger. It's a speed move that when you use the dagger to stabilize yourself so you can literally turn on a dime. That's what he keeps doing now. He keeps spamming that move because it's hard for me to counter. So he went from going, yeah, I'll just hit you hard to, oh, I see where you're coming from with this speed thing. Yes. And Slayer Gaming, because I know you're going to watch this. Screw you, you friggin' hippie. I said it. You hear me. Screw you. Wanting to spam stuff, because you can't beat me. And I'll put that to the I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll put that to the test. Slayer Game and myself will have matches. We'll record them and see who comes out on top more often than not. We'll do first to 10. First to 10 or best out of 10. So yeah, I'm literally calling you out, homie. So that's like what, our seventh boss? Our sixth or our seventh? 2 Asylum Demons. The Taurus Demon, the Red Dragon. Or the Wyvern or whatever. You got Pinwheel. The Butterfly.
You have there. I've seen one of those before. Might you
And the
consider doing
Gargoyles.
that with me?
So that's 7, yeah.
I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
That's not too bad.
Well, thanks.
Third video, 7 bosses.
Fine decision. You soon shall see.
Seven bosses and 2 mini bosses.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go.
Neither of us want to see you go hollow. Of course I don't want to go hollow, homie. Hollow is bad. Bad is not good. Water goes down the hole. Keys go down the hole. And then I go flush. I did that. That's a reference back to Tiny Toon Adventures. Where I want to say Plucky Duck was an annoying little kid. And my mom always loved that one episode where he just kept flushing things down the toilet. So, yeah, I did that. Shout outs to you, Mom. I hope you see this. I'll send it to you. I'll keep the time to show you so you know what, specifically what to go to hear your shout out, so you ain't got to watch the whole thing. I know you don't understand all this newfangled technology and whatnot, and why I try to play video games for a living. Yeah, that's a conversation to have. It went from my son fights for a living to my son plays video games for a living. Well, what happened? Well, what really happened is me retiring. I had more kids. Just my oldest 2 from my first marriage, they were old enough. They were, gosh, this was 10 years ago. Almost 10, yeah, 10 years ago. So they were 6 and 4. No, not even. They were 7 and 4, and I had done martial arts my whole life. I only explaining this story because I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna go, "How do you go from fighting for a living to trying to play video games for a living?" This is why. Uh, I've been doing martial arts since I was 4. I blame my dad. Yes, Dad, I'm blaming you. You know why? You exposed me to Bruce Lee. Enter the Dragon, Game of Death. You know, I was gonna call it the Kato Show. Green Hornet. What was it? Jet Li made a remake of it. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it to save my life. Not the Chinese Connection. It's the one. Fist of Fury. Yeah, that one too. You know, growing up watching that, and of course I gotta say Bruce Leroy, The Last Dragon, and The Karate Kid. All those they influenced me, and I just started doing martial arts growing up, karate kicking and everything out there. And I would watch. We had back in my day Saturday morning Kung Fu theater. That I'm not. I don't like giving my age because I don't like people making fun of me going, "Dang, you're old." Yeah, Saturday morning Kung Fu theater. So if you know what that is, yes. And they would have Saturday mornings is literally they would have Kung Fu movies on for like hours. It would come on at like 10 in the morning. It would go off around 5 at night or 5 in the evening. And I would sit there just so engrossed by it. I was enthralled by it. And then after that, I wanted to move like they moved. So I would go outside and I would try to practice doing what they did until I could actually do what they did. And my dad saw it and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna sign you up for lessons. So he signed me up for lessons. And when it came time to spar, I was beating the crap out of kids. I was teaching junior classes at the age of 14. I kept on until I competed in traditional tournaments until I was like 17, 18. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I won every one and all. My first tournament, I was devastated. I came in 5th. So, and I found out I wasn't as good as I thought I was. I wanted to cry. So, I went back to the drawing board. I stopped trying to do flashy moves like tornado kicks and things like that, and just stuck with the basics. That's why, what was it? That movie about the 3 kingdoms in modern day time where the one kid throws his hands up and he screams, "Basics!" Yeah, basics. I watch a lot of anime too. That's why I get all the names jumbled. But, yeah, basics. And around 18, I met my first wife. I stopped training. I didn't want her knowing I knew martial arts because at the time it wasn't a thing that was like, oh yeah, cool, you know how to do this. I mean, the UFC was starting to come out and everything, but it wasn't as big then as it is now. And I watched the very first Ultimate Fighter, and I was enthralled by that. But I got divorced. We were together for 10 years, married for 8. Actually, no, we weren't married for 8. We were married for 7 years, 11 months, and 3 weeks exactly. Now, when I tell people that, they go, "Oh my God, you loved her so much, you can remember the day." No, the reason I remember that is because we got divorced 1 week before our 8-year anniversary. Divorced 1 week before our 8-year anniversary. That's the only reason I remember when we got divorced. But I didn't know. I wanted to get back into martial arts. One of the big things when I was 25, we had been married for 5 years, together for 7, and she didn't know. Like I said, she never knew I knew martial arts. I took a job as a striking coach. And she laughed at me. She was like, you don't even know anything about that. I'm like, look, there's a lot you don't know about me. And I wouldn't take a job I didn't think I was qualified for. So I went down there, I got the job, and I showed them what I could do and why I thought I was qualified. I got the job. And she watched me. And then on that car ride home, we argued and argued. What were you going to tell me you could do that? Look, I wasn't. What do you mean you weren't? I wasn't. At the time, martial arts wasn't cool. But that's how I got back into fighting. I didn't know what to do with myself after my divorce. Actually, it's a little grimmer than that. I was angry. Very angry. Getting in bar fights a lot. I drank a lot. I'm telling you guys my life story. Y'all just watch me play video games. But yeah. Got into fighting. Retired after my third child. My second marriage, my third child. Because somebody had to be, at the time I was just fighting. So somebody had to be home to watch the kids. So I stopped fighting. And now I'm trying to play video games for a living. Hopefully you guys will help with that. That'd be great. I do have to say thanks for taking it. If you made it this far, thanks for taking the time to watch my videos. Thanks for taking the time to listen to my little story. I know I got completely off base and we're supposed to be playing Dark Souls and whatnot, but yeah. I think that's something I might do because it's something I haven't seen other content creators do. They don't really tell stories about themselves that they might find interesting. They stick straight to the game. Don't get me wrong, that's a good thing because as you watch me play this game, I just give random bits of lore that I find incredibly interesting. So maybe I'll switch it up between the two, give you like crazy stories about myself while I play a game. All right, we're going to finish this one out with Havel the Rock, and after that, the next episode will be the Hydra. We'll start it off just fighting the Hydra because I figure you guys have sat through my craziness long enough. I'll give you a break this time. And I don't know. I enjoy the lore behind Havel the Rock, but I don't know if anyone's found out if this Havel and the Havel in Dark Souls 3, like if they're the same one. What I mean is if the Havel in Dark Souls 3 is the real Havel the Rock, or is just somebody dressed like him? Because somebody using a dragon's tooth as a club and they can one-hand it, that's a lot of strength. That's a lot of scariness. Screw you, hippie. Hit me. It's alright, it's alright. Come on. You gonna mess up. You gonna make a mistake and then I'm gonna stab you in the back. Just like this. And I'm going to take your life. So, yeah. Alright, guys. And we open it up. But we're going to finish this out. Be sure to like and subscribe. And share my content because that's how the channel grows. Thanks for making it this far with me. I'm King Sway. And I'll see you in the next one. Next one, we just flat out fight the Hydra. Later.